Oh, Jesus. Oh, great. The gas is drugging me. That's wonderful. Uh-oh.
Damn! The gas!
Uh-oh.
Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Oh. But... Okay. I'm very confused. Ubisoft, of course. I am very confused. Wasn't Bradley, like, just casually having the doctor hold me there? Or... Oh, boy. That's a lot of tentacles. Do we really want to hide out above the lair of Charles Hawkins? Because that sounds like a bad idea.
Who goes there?
Well, we'll just add some points here. There we go. Validate. Let's see what we have for sanity. Mental trauma, the ritual, macabre discovery, death of Francis Sanders. Yeah, we're having some sanity type issues. Charles Hawkins, age 41. He hasn't aged well. Time travel. Ah. An art dealer. Let's see. What else do we have? We have the Riverside Institute. We have the sleeping cultist, who is also very, very dead. Let's see. I don't seem to look at this often enough. Okay, we've got the carved bone. We've seen all this. Why are we so worried about? And then inventory, a hurricane lamp and a lighter still.
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Let's see.
That is precisely why I'll find evidence. You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like I've been stuck in an asylum, escaped it,
The day is
and
only starting.
heavily drugged.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry if I'm scaring you, Supreme. Don't ever watch me play the killer in Dead by Daylight. Have a drink. After all that, have a drink. This will affect my destiny. Oh no. I mean, I'm already rather squeered. Squeered? Screwed? Okay. So what are we supposed to be doing now?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Oh, it's you being a one.
Who else would?
I love stuff like this.
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
I kinda did.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name.
Okay,
in
we'll
the
start
Institute's
this.
basement.
Start
It
here.
makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
Excuse me, I was
Everyone
in there
knows
too.
the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
That's a very good question.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a
They're
surgeon on board
fun.
the Scylla. He founded the
I
hospital
don't get
in
scared of stuff like
1904
this.
with
It's
funds from the
reality that
Hawkins
terrifies
family
me.
Before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
I have a
Two
cat.
families
Hi,
inextricably
bub.
linked.
Cat
Most
man.
island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
My cat
Powerful
has
families
decided he wants to
dominating
come play too.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew.
What are these
he was
hand
single
gestures
out.
she's
I
making?
know the risks. I don't fear him.
Yeah, we have
Do you
two
wish to know
too, but
anything
one
else?
is mine and one is very, very much my dad's.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes,
Well, one of
been
ours
telling
isn't a
you that
pain in
Fuller
the
uses
ass.
his
My
patients as
my boy can
guinea pigs.
sometimes be.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear
He
what
can
you're
sometimes
saying?
be a pain
Dr.
in the
Fuller
ass.
is highly respected.
it's
I
the
can't
truth,
see
Ethan,
why.
and I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Mr. Kitty.
I met a Francis Sanders.
Okay, we
Do you know
already established.
Of
Okay.
course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since
We
Dr.
already
Fuller
established
had him
this. Oh,
transferred to the basement.
Bradley's like, I'm sitting down for this shit.
Knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
He got killed
Tell
by
me
something
how
invisible.
Mr. Sanders died.
Death by levitation.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Bradley
What
forgot
do
his
you
code
speak?
for a sec.
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
What do you
Sarah
think,
Hawkins.
Jet? Was it the Shambler?
Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins
We just
case.
talked about this.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying.
Yes, that's exactly what
It's
happened,
no
Supreme.
coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on
Where am
having
I
dinner
going?
at the
Where am
Sanders
I off to?
household,
It's canon
please
by
spare
now.
the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
She's got a point.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
That seems wise
was a
indeed.
little less plausible.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
This time.
I'll do my best.
Well, I guess we're done now? Okay. Dr. Sanders' widow. Inhabitants of Darkwater. Fuller. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. I would agree with that. Let's see what we have in our inventory. Knowledge. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. He got, oh my god, no. Oh, Supreme, you had to say that. Now I can't unsee that. I can't unsee it. It's your fault. Okay, yes, leave. That's what we're trying to do.